Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing: single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about Bernie Lubbers' new gig. My name is Justine Mays. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Matt Modica and Jason Bronner.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey.
Hey-o. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about Bernie and what he's got going on and some exciting news about that. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Matt said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
This is going to be the best one.
This is a good one. I got the feeling this is going to be good.
I got a good feeling on this one. So I'll set this one up a little bit. So it's been awesome to podcast with you guys and to be invited to do it. And it is truly a blessing. But
this is ready. That's a nice compliment, but here we go.
There's always a but. So I also have a job that allows me to make decisions on purchases and things, right? And so you get a lot of cold emails, cold calls, sales calls, all that kind of stuff, intros, from people I don't even know, on LinkedIn and all that kind of stuff. And so I've started now, this is the second time in the last week or two, I'm starting to get people referencing my times on the Bourbon Daily.
Really?
One person actually said, like, hey, I believe you. Melville is better than Oakville. And it's like,
no, he's
really?
wrong.
Like, I don't know you at all.
That person just lost a sale.
Any cold call loses a sale with me. But at any rate, so with that kind of as a backdrop, has the Bourbon Daily or one of the other podcasts that you guys do on the ABV network made you famous or made you notable or notoriable? If that's even a word.
Notoriable. I think that's, you just made one up, but I like it. We're going to roll with that. For me, again, not famous like I can't go to Target or something like that because people swarm towards me. No, nothing like that at all. But at a bourbon event, certainly. I mean, people hear the show and they come up and say, I like listening to it, and, all kinds of stuff. Or, and then there's crazy incidents about the guy yelling at Stacy Pritchard to pull around because he was talking to the Colonel. I thought it was a guy with the festival. I'm talking to him. Turns out he's just a drunk guy. Wanted to talk about the show, and then the person he's yelling at to pull around because he's talking to the Colonel. It was Stacy Pritchard, so she was real pleased that day.
That must have started her week off, right?
Yes, that got her going. So then
thanks,
she's like, I got to go talk to Jason Bronner. Get out of my way. I'm like, okay,
thanks, Steve. Yeah.
That'll go well. So yeah. So and it's always been very pleasant. I'll say that. So it's nice. You like hearing from people that they like what you're doing and all that kind of stuff. So that's cool. Justine, how about you?
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
When? What? When?
I just had that to happen the other week. I always mentioned Justine Mays could sit in at a table for someone, and they're like, Justine Mays is a legend. I love that lady. So
She did not say that.
She did too.
She did not. She did
I've
not.
got it. I've got it in email.
Yeah, you sent me a screenshot of the email, and it does not say that.
Well, it's paraphrased. Justine has to be everything by the book, because like it's a legal document that I just said. That's basically what she said. I forget what she said. I respect her. I respect her more than she respects me. Something like that. I don't know what the hell. I can't remember what the hell I had for breakfast. I remember there was a thing. So yes. Justine's rather famous. Yes.
Well, I've been in a couple of different situations. I know one of them was directly to the shows where I was in, and I swear to you, I don't know what town I was in.
Okay.
It was somewhere in Southern Illinois.
Okay.
So it's in Steve's backyard or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
But it was a little liquor store that we were actually just like Matt was talking about. We were code calling because I was riding with a rep, and there was two of us, and I'm just kind of milling around in this little liquor store, waiting on she's doing her orders or whatever it was, and some guy walks in the door. He's like, "Jason." It's like, "Oh shit." He said, "Yeah, man." I said, I see you on the Steve Akeley shows all the time. And I was like, wow, that's just, just kind of blew my mind. I was in the middle of, I had no idea where I was.
Right.
And, I was recognized, I guess being in a liquor store, but being in Joe Random Liquor Store in Illinois, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, and then, cool. Other thing, we were on vacation where we usually go to the same place every year, but lately we've been venturing out. So we were on Jekyll Island in Georgia, which I've never been to.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up sitting with some people that I had actually partied with, and they were from New York or something. That was pretty weird. And then we were in that North Carolina, where the big house is. What is that? What is it?
The Biltmore.
Yeah, we were at a hotel, and me and my wife are just standing out on this veranda, and some guy walks up to me and say, "Aren't you the bourbon guy?" So three random places.
Yeah.
One was directly related to the show for sure. They said that.
Right.
And the other two I don't know, hung out with, but it's just weird.
Aren't you the bourbon guy?
Yeah. It's weird being
right.
In a totally someplace where I've never been and somebody would recognize me.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah, and probably ask about the pork chop. That pork chop's a celebrity status at this point. Yeah. We've done shows about it at this point. So yeah.
Yeah, they don't know who I am, but they know that pork chop.
They know the pork chop. The pork chop is famous. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Matt, you asked a question. How about you, man? Besides the cold call guy, any other incidents?
Yeah, I mean, besides the cold call guy, I've had not necessarily Bourbon Daily, but like I've had a couple. Well, Rachel's bridal shower. Somebody shows up at the house and they're like, "You're on my security awareness training video." I'm like, "Oh, you work for the same company. Got it."
Oh, right. Security awareness. Sounds nice. I'd like to get my hands on a copy of that.
Oh, you probably don't want that.
I bet your acting's great.
It's pretty, I don't know. Everybody said it.
I'm sure.
Those they have to watch it, so it's
right. Oh, yes. So that means it's good.
Have a choice.
Yeah. Matt's got to watch Matt's videos. So yeah. Oh, there you go. We don't have to. You know how many videos we have to watch working at the ABV Barrel Shop? 0. Yeah. There's no videos you have to watch. Yeah.
Well, we can change that.
But you have to become an executive bourbon steward.
You do. You do have to become an executive bourbon steward. So yes.
HR safety video.
Yeah, I had to do plenty of those. The last class I had to do was, I had to have a class on media at Beam. So you go to Beam, we were wanting to film some stuff for a movie we're working on, and we got a class for that. You got to take. So Bo and I had to sit there. It was like 2-hour class.
Can and can't do's.
Yeah, I was watching 3 different videos. Like, okay, here's video 2, and okay, yeah.
They serve lunch?
No. And it's the humiliation of they put you in a room by yourself. That's not like you have an instructor, someone else has to sit through it. They just put you in there and like, watch this. And then they come back and every once in a while check to make sure you're actually watching.
Out of sleep.
Yeah, not asleep in there. Fuckers. So,
Did they give you a pop quiz at the end?
No, there was no quiz, thankfully. But yeah, they just made sure we were attentive. Let's say that. So, yeah. So.
You're just sitting there like Clockwork Orange. That's
Yes, yeah. They stuck toothpicks in our eyes, so we had to watch. So yes. So
I did see part of that movie, Steve.
did you? Oh, so there you go. There you go. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Matt this time. Matt, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Baker's. It's 2016.
Okay.
Baker 7.
Baker 7. Okay. Solid. Could be enough. We're going to see how that goes. Jason Bronner is next.
I've got, I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is, I don't know what's the first one, Father Time.
Father Time. Okay.
Put out by Jim Gaffigan.
Oh, yes. Jim Gaffigan.
Friend of a friend. We actually, we were up in the office partying the other night.
Yes. Are you going to the show? Are you going to the show?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you know what day? I'm going to be going on the 8th.
I don't know what day we're going.
Go on the 8th. All right. Not much there.
I've never won one of these.
Not much there. All right. I'll go next. Justine will go last. I've got Green River. Let's see what we got here. Not a lot going on there. Justine, you're last but not least. Matt has the lead.
Well, he's going to win because I have a screw top.
Okay.
In honor of Bernie, I have some Evan Williams bottled in bond that was signed by Bernie.
Okay.
Nice.
2019.
Okay. All right. So Matt wins. So cheers to Matt. Cheers, buddy. All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Bernie's new gig. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
My teeth doesn't like ice cream. This is McNew, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
That's a pro. That's a pro right there. Take McNew.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we're talking about Bernie's new gig.
Yes, we are. So the other night when we were playing cards, Bernie was there. And he was talking a little bit about this, that the news about this is going to be coming out and stuff like that. And as Jason and I were talking before the show got going, he's a little bit nervous about it. So yeah, I mean, despite the fact he's he's incredibly skilled at the music part of this. He's as knowledgeable as anybody when it comes to talking about bottle and bond and whiskey tastings and all that kind of stuff. I think just because it's a new gig, you're always wondering what's going to be the reception to it and stuff like that. So, but it's going to be awesome, I'm sure. So he's got a deal at the Fraser Museum where he's going to be hosting some tastings and doing his program Bourbon Through Bluegrass, where he takes you through different musical styles. It's a combination of music and bourbon. So you're going through bourbon history as well as music history. And he, remember this, Justine? He goes through different like styles of play and stuff like that. And as music evolves, and it's just an incredibly fascinating thing. And you're going to be able to go to the museum and participate in that. It sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and Jason, you've seen it. He's done Bourbon Through Bluegrass at your place multiple times.
Yeah.
And it's a great program, isn't it?
Yeah, I absolutely love it, and he's always adding on to it. So it's never really kind of stale. It's not really one certain thing that you've seen it once, you've seen it. You
don't have to see that and be like, well, I've already seen that. I don't need to see it again. No, it evolves and changes. So yeah.
Right. When I see it, I want to see it again for sure.
Yeah.
But I've known Bernie probably, I guess, right at 20 years. When he got in the business, that's when I started Bourbon's Bistro, and of course he was coming around with Jim Beam back then. And now he's with Heaven Hill, and I think one big thing of leading into this is his semi-retirement.
Right. Yes.
So he actually kind of a lot of people might not know he took semi-retirement from Heaven Hill. And he gets to do his gig, and he still gets to work with Heaven Hill, and I think that's great for him. But yeah, I think he's a little nervous as far as moving forward, which I'm very surprised. I wanted to say that I don't know that a lot of people, if you know Bernie, he doesn't tell you a lot, but he was actually a traveling comedian, and he's on an HBO special way back when. So I guess with the YouTube or whatever, you can look up Bernie Lubbers and HBO comedy tour. But he toured the country, as a younger man, and he paid his dues, I guess, in the comedian world as far as traveling around and working all these clubs and whatever, and then finally got an HBO gig. And but he obviously a great lead man and very great, great with the crowd. So he's no stranger to being on stage.
Right.
Yeah.
And what you have to love and respect about Bernie is everything that's happened with him, he's done it himself. The fact that he became this brand ambassador and how that comes about. He's a working comedian, 20 years on the road as a comedian. And as Jason tells you, you're on an HBO special. You've reached about as high as you can get, unless the next step would be you get your own TV show or something like that. He was at the highest level that you can get without being the major breakthrough comedy star where maybe you got sold out arenas and stuff like that. He didn't quite hit that level, but he kind of hit the next level down. But the end of his show, he would do a toast to his dad, who had passed away, but his favorite drink was Jim Beam, and he would be like, let's do a toast to my dad. Well, then what happens is everybody goes and gets these shots at the bar of Jim Beam, and they say, well, the next thing you know, that hits the radar of Beam. Why are we moving all this product and stuff like that? What's the deal? It's this comedian that comes in and ends with a toast with Beam, and they end up hiring him, and he becomes a brand ambassador, a job that he really then starts and evolves. And it really, what is a brand ambassador today? Well, Bernie Lubbers has a lot to do with that. He kind of wrote what that job is. And again, because he's so talented with the music and all that stuff, and the way he jumped into Bottle and Bond and made that his own personal pet project, he's there's somebody who has to take over for Bernie now in Heaven Hill now that he's semi-retired. Yeah, how do you fulfill that? How do you follow Bernie? Jesus, that's a tough gig.
It is. It's tough.
Yeah.
One
But
of the things
he's still
that's
doing
not
the
what-
Heaven Hill stuff, just not the traveling and that like he was. But yeah. What were you going to say, Matt? Sorry, I was talking over
Yeah,
there.
no, I interrupted you. Sorry. One of the you sent out an article for us to kind of take a look at, and one of the things that really struck me that I don't know Bernie, but I can kind of get his character based on a part of this where he was. I guess he was friends with Parker Beam and did a lot of travel, and ultimately Parker came down with ALS and was signing bottles and different kinds of things one night, and basically Lubbers was like, you shouldn't be doing this. Just relax and don't do it. And Beam was like, I may not be able to do it tomorrow.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it was like, and he just says, I learned a big lesson that day. And it's just like, okay, that's good to see somebody that actually is respectful and understands, like, okay, you know what, every minute's a blessing, right?
Yeah. 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 Bernie is he's one of a kind, and it's really cool, and I'm excited about this for him, and I know it's going to be good. Right now it's kind of starting out primarily through tour buses, and he's met with the tour companies, and they'll book a tour where they'll take you on the bus and drop you off at the Fraser and watch it. But I think long term the plan is to be able to buy like individual tickets, so hopefully it builds up to where there's interest, and then you can maybe just, if you're walking in downtown, you're on Whiskey Row, you can pop into the Fraser and go check out Bernie.
It'll be 7:00 show, 8:00 show. whatever.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just people be lined up out the door. I wish the best. I hope that happens.
I hope it gets to that point.
I'll be in line for a few of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. So yeah.
And I
good
think
stuff.
we're actually going to go see him opening night. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. I got to get there too. I got to support the guy. I mean, whatever he's doing. I mean, he's been great to me through the years. That's for sure. So, he's just a good friend for sure. So. We wish him the best for sure. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on my website at sabertoothcyber.com.
All right, Jason.
I'm a Bluegrass Bourbon Baron on Instagram. And you can find Buzzard Roost and Bourbon's Bistro on all the media platforms.
All right, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. All of our content is out there. Also, come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop. We're always getting new barrels in. It's exciting stuff. We just got in one the other day from 10th Mountain. We got a Remus one coming in on Friday, Rossville Union Rye coming in as well. So cool things are always happening. Also got events. We've got a barrel rollout from Boxing Bear this week. So lots of stuff is always happening at the ABV Barrel Shop. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Justine, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/theABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
You know.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.